Good afternoon slash morning-ish for me, everybody. So I know that it is Saturday, June 17th, but I did neglect to post my video for Friday, June 16th. So today, again, we get two videos. I wanted to get up and get into the sun today because we had a few hours this morning before the rain sets in inevitably within the next maybe, I would say 2 hours, but I see the clouds rolling in. So I got up a little earlier and decided to crawl back into bed and sleep in a bit because I've been getting up early this whole week. And yeah, so that was nice. Relaxing, and it made me feel good. So that's kind of what I was talking about, or wanted to talk about this morning. Feeling good can be, I don't know, a little easier than I think grief or those of us grieving can sometimes make it out to be. And it can come down to really little things. They're saying that, hurt people, which is true. And there's some reciprocation in also, people who help people, in turn get helped. But just as with the original statement, typically the person who is hurting you is not the person you're going to take it out on hurt. Very often we give, and what we receive is I would say 90% of the time not going to come from the person, the place we gave it to. In these little ways I'm speaking of, not the bigger grand scheme. So, for example, a few years ago, I don't know if I just noticed or I just decided to make this conscious effort to give strangers genuine compliments when they were genuine. Because there's something different about a stranger giving you a compliment, oh, nice hair, or, you really do have a great smile, or, whatever it is, even if they're passing by, or you see them, you're shopping next to them in line, a clerk that you're working with, one lady, I can't remember, but it had a beautifully unique name, and you don't always know the impact that these little interactions can have. These little nicenesses, these little niceties, nice things that we can do in positive ways, because sometimes we're in such a hurry and we want to get in and out and get our coffee, or we just want to get our gas, or we just need to mail this package or make this phone call, or and we rush through these daily interactions. And it can be these daily interactions very often with people who are nowhere in your social spectrum, nor will they be, who are strangers, that can sometimes have the most profound effect on you and the most profound effect on them. I was told a story reflecting this of a gentleman who was working at like fast food restaurant and having a bad day, and so the gentleman seen the face and seen that he was kind of upset and just kind of said, "Hey, are you okay today?" Just could see the boy was disheveled and upset, and said, "Are you okay today?" And he said, "No, I'm not." And the guy said, "Okay. Was there anything I can do?" And the kid said, "You know what? No, because at least I know people can notice. I can be noticed." So that very simple thing. And that was a story that was relayed to me. And just little compliments that I've gotten, I know when I've been having a bad day or things have been going good. So I'm rambling a bit on this point, but the point is, look for the little moments of joy or the little connections that you can make, especially when you're sad. I mean, especially from a few of my past posts. I've had a rough couple days, and yesterday was pretty good. Yesterday was better, and I noticed that not only was I trying to be still open and positive, but some of the things that I've done over the past few weeks were very literally being reciprocated to me, and it gave me that faith back in like humanity and the circle of how things work. A couple times last week, two separate occasions, I happened to give people rides when it was raining really bad, either on campus or someone's car had broken down. Um, don't worry, both safe situations. But, big deal. I didn't really tell anybody about it. I just, kind of did my thing. And then the other day on campus, I needed a ride to my car, and somebody helped me out. Turned out we both like Jeeps, and he had a cool Jeep, and I have a Jeep, and we're both very excited. I was like, that's cool, that's cool. Just that one little connection. Complimented on his, he complimented me on mine. Just made me feel, just that nice little human interaction and commonality that you don't really recognize. And then yesterday I was outside mowing my lawn, and my neighbor, who is amazing, he was also mowing his, and he kind of jumped in and just helped me on the one side that touches his property, and I don't have a weed whacker that works, so I was finishing the back lawn on the side of my front, and here he is coming behind me weed whacking my house. Like, it was awesome. I was so grateful, and then that idea of karma. And some of the people I know who I feel that they have the fullest or the most blessed lives, are the happiest, are the ones who are always saying, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so lucky. Now, I deserve this, I earned this, and I got here. I mean, there's definitely pride in that, but it's the people who put out that positivity and who put out that gratefulness and then try to show that in action in the world, who I really see seem to have the most full, supportive, and happy lives. And it does work, and it is fighting grief through action there, because I know how much it can hurt, I know how hard it can be, and I know obviously the awful places we can be in from one day to another. But I noticed that these little things, even on days when I'm feeling shitty, they don't always fix me that right away or that moment. You don't always realize the effect it's had, but after a few days especially, it does. It builds up, and it's nice. And so look for little ways, whether you're grieving or not, just in anybody's life. You never know what that compliment, what asking the gentleman's name at the counter is before you talk to him about your banking needs or, your plumbing or whatever the issue is. When you're on a phone call with customer service, ask them how their day is going also. Thank them for good service. And here's a big one, which I try to do even at especially fast food places and stuff. Take the second to ask for a manager and compliment somebody's work. If the work was done well, and not just expectation, or of course they should do it perfect, but I mean, we all know, come on, that was a good job. It's not just for restaurants, but definitely do it in restaurants. But it's for anywhere. We are so often so quick to share the negative and to promote the negative. And I know this project has a lot of darker and more negative sides to it. That's this project, but in general, we're so more likely to share a negative experience with more people than a positive one that we had. That's an interesting thought. And that can kind of also speak to the culture of where grief can lie in there. So, yeah, karma has been coming back around emotionally and I think literally in certain ways. And I'm just going to hold on to this positivity today and keep moving forward with my project and the paper. And we're almost to the end. So joy. There's little bits of joy. Go find it. Go find it today or this moment, whenever you've seen this video. Just make a commitment in your head that you're going to compliment one stranger that week and just see how you start to feel. Because sometimes it can really, really help uplift and change your mood, even farther reaching than you would expect. All right, well, I should probably go and, shower and fix all this sleep face to new day face instead of makeup from yesterday face. Another video to come later today, and I hope everybody has a great Saturday.